Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing? Today is, I cannot believe today is Monday, March the 21st, 2016, which means tomorrow's March 22nd, which is my surgery date. Mind blowing. I can't believe it's here already. 2 weeks ago it seemed like it was forever, and now it's here. Up to this point, I haven't really felt a whole lot of emotions other than just being excited and just wanting to get in there and get it done. Now that it's literally, I got to be at the hospital tomorrow morning at 10:30, it's real. I worked today, so I had plenty of time to sit and think about everything. I'm still not scared. I'm not nervous. I'm anxious, really, just to get it in and get it done. I really just want to get into recovery mode and start my new life. I'm tired of living in the old life. I'm ready to start the new life. So, that being said, I was kind of thinking about some of the things that crossed my mind today was more about the pre-op diet. That to me has been more of an experience than the past 2 months. So getting through all the approvals and meeting all the doctors and meeting the surgeon and all of that seems like so far away. And now this pre-op diet's really changed my mindset, and I think it's important that I talk to you guys about that. So this video is really going to be for people that are pre-op. Those of you that are considering the surgery or are in the process but haven't started your pre-op diet yet. People talk about the diet and it sucks and all of that stuff, but nobody ever really talks about the benefits that you get from it. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to title this the top 8 things that I learned from my pre-op diet. And this video might get kind of long, so if you don't have time, you might want to just stop it now and come back to it. But I think you might get some value from it. I'm going to go through some of these. I jotted these down at work. I've got some notes here, my handy dandy Post-its from work. And I'll go through some of my thoughts. Now, I'm not a profound thinker, so just kind of bear with me as I'm going through some of this, and I apologize for any interruptions that we might have. My dog's in here with me. You'll probably see her bouncing around on the bed. Sorry, you can see my bedroom back there, but at this point I really don't care. You guys have been in my house and in my life now this whole time, so it is what it is. So I'm just going to get into my list here, so I'm sorry if this video goes long. Like I said, I'm not really a profound thinker. I don't overthink things. I usually just jump in with both feet. So this isn't going to get real philosophical or anything like that, but just hit on these top 8 things. The first one is pretty obvious, that this is more of a mind journey than a body journey, I think, on the pre-op part at least. When you start into the pre-op diet, it's all about your body and the way your body reacts to it. Obviously, you're hungry and you're craving all of your favorite foods that you can't have. And then you get to a point where you crave stuff that you wouldn't care to eat in the first place, ever. Right now, I'll be honest with you, if somebody would have put a plate of Brussels sprouts in front of me, I probably would have ate it just because I wanted to chew something. And I think that's something that we all battle with when we're overweight, is that sometimes it doesn't even matter what we put in our mouths. It's something to chew on. It's something to eat. So definitely more in your head than it is your body. Your body's getting fed through your protein shakes and your Jell-O and all that stuff. So your body is being fed. It's your mind that's not being fed. It's the chewing that you're not experiencing. So really, it's more of a mind struggle than it is a body struggle. Number 2, I've never thought of food as fuel. Never thought about fueling my body. It was just, it's breakfast, we eat breakfast. It's lunch, we eat lunch. It's dinner, we eat dinner. But why do we do that? this diet, the liquid diet, will definitely teach you that food is fuel. I've been living on 800 calories, a little less or a little more, depending on the day, for 2 weeks. And I will tell you, my body's running low on fuel. I've been able to get out and walk and mow my grass and go to work and do all of those things, but there's not much left. My nutritionist said to get used to taking naps, and she's not kidding. So this has really gotten into my mind that food is fuel, and as we get into post-op and start eating to fuel our bodies again, how important that's going to be able to function. You know, the whole point of the surgery for me is to be able to get out and enjoy life and do the things I love, and I'm not going to be able to do that on a tiny little stomach if I'm feeding it the wrong stuff. So that's been an eye-opener for me, is that food is definitely fuel. Food is not there for fun anymore. Number 3, something that I enjoyed about my liquid diet. I used to hate packing lunch. It was always, what am I going to pack? And then when I pack it, by the time I get to work and it's lunchtime, I don't want what I packed anymore. So the liquid diet is pretty simple. I threw 3 bottles of water in my lunchbox, 3 protein shakes, and a Jell-O in my lunchbox every day, and that was it. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't had to worry about what I was going to have. So that made that part of my days really super easy, and I hope that leads into better habits post-op, where you just know what's good for you, and that's what you take. You don't have to worry about, do I buy Doritos or do I buy Bugles, or, you know, what kind of snacks do I take? Because you're going to take real food and it's just going to become automatic. And I think that's another important part of the liquid diet, is to get you into the healthy habits. So I took that away from this experience. 4 and 5 kind of go together, but I'm going to separate them a little bit. The whole time I did this, no one ever questioned me drinking the shakes. And what I mean by that is, when I went out to lunch, I still went out to lunch with coworkers. I went out to dinner with my family, to restaurants, and I took my shakes or my Jell-O along with me. And I was afraid going to restaurants and not ordering food, that people would be like, hey, you can't do that here. You know, if you're not a paying customer, you can't do that here. I don't know why I worried about that, but I went to Jimmy John's with a coworker, Burger King with a coworker, Taco Bell with a coworker, and then we went out to a pizza place here in town with my family, and nobody ever said anything. They were actually very kind about it. I had to ask for a spoon at one of the places, and they were nobody ever never questioned me bringing my own food in there. So if that's something that you're worried about, don't sweat it. I never ran into any issues. That leads into my next one, is that the people that love you now are going to love you even when you're on this liquid diet and things change. I mentioned going out to work with a coworker. It's a gentleman that I work with, one of the two. We go out to lunch together all the time because we're coworkers, but we're also friends outside of work. We go to church together, and I was kind of worried about his perception of me, and how, you know, he didn't want to go to lunch with me because I'm just going to sit there and drink a protein shake or eat a Jell-O, and he never treated me any different. He never stopped asking me to go to lunch. He always kept right on going, like nothing had ever changed. And he told me the day that I told him about my surgery and what I was doing, that he would never treat me any differently than he ever did before, just because my lifestyle and what I was eating looked a little different. And that was really important to me. I never wanted anybody to feel put out, and like my decision was going to impact them. So the people that love you before surgery are going to love you during the process, and they're going to love you after the surgery too. I I talked a little bit about napping, but I'm going to go into more sleep. Sleep during your pre-op diet is absolutely critical. If you're the kind of person that likes to stay up to the wee hours of the morning and then get up and try to go to work, it's not going to work. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. You've got to make sure you get your sleep because your body's running on nearly empty as it is. And if you don't get your sleep, you're going to run yourself ragged and you're going to wind up getting sick. And you definitely don't want to get sick, because if you get sick, your doctors will cancel or postpone your surgery. So get your sleep. It's very, very important. Number 7, this has to do with picking what you're going to use for your pre-op diet. A lot of doctors give you choices on what kind of shakes or meal replacements that you want to use. And I had tried all of the different kinds ahead of time. And I made my decision to buy 2 weeks worth of one brand, all different flavors. If you've watched my past videos, you know what I'm talking about. I got on to my second day, so I was about 10 shakes, 8 shakes and 2 soups into it, and decided I hated it. So I'd spent $160 and they're still sitting on my kitchen counter. So don't go all in. Buy maybe 3 or 4 days worth of something and then go with that. And if you're happy with it, buy more. But if you're not, you won't be out $160 like I am. I mean, I'll try to use them along the way, but I really wish I hadn't just gone all in. And number 8, it's probably the most important one of all of them, and it's the most philosophical one that I've got, is that we as human beings are a lot stronger than we ever give ourselves credit for. Going into this, I thought, it's going to be hard, but, everybody else has done it ahead of me and everybody else has been successful, so it's no big deal. This pre-op diet is a big, big deal. It may be only 2 weeks, but it's going to be 2 of the most important weeks of your life. It's going to push you to points where you're very uncomfortable, you're very exhausted, you're very moody. A lot of people fail during the 2-week diet. I'm in a support group, a couple of different groups, and lots of those people have failed. Every day I see somebody say, I cheated, I had this, or I had that. I went to a party and I couldn't take it and I had to do that. I'm happy to say that I never had that. The worst I did, and I wouldn't even call it cheating because we were allowed to have soups on our plan, but it was the soups that came from the surgeon's office. And one of them was a cream of chicken and one of them was a cream of tomato. I had Progresso tomato soup, the low sodium kind. I had 1 can, but I had it twice because it's 2 servings. So that was really the worst that I did, and I don't really consider that bad because tomato soup was on the plan anyway. So it's not like I went and had a piece of pizza or had a taco or had birthday cake or whatever all these other people were doing. But if you can make it all the way through this diet and not slip up and eat something solid, by the end of it, even though I'm tired and I feel physically weaker, mentally and emotionally, I feel so much stronger because I can sit here today and look you in the eye, so to speak, even though you're not here, and tell you I did it and I did not cheat. And that makes me feel so strong and so proud. And I want everybody else to be able to feel that too. I'm going to be able to look at my surgeon tomorrow when he says, so how'd your diet go? And say, you know what? That crap sucked. But I did it. I did it. I didn't do it by myself. I had support. I had the support of my family, my dear, dear friends. My coworkers have been great. It's a journey. You're not alone on that. And if you are, I'm so sorry. Don't ever feel like you're alone. You've got all of us in the weight loss community. But I'm so very proud that I was able to do it, and I'm so much stronger for it. So that's my big 8 points. I know some of them were a little bit deeper. Some of them were just a little bit more helpful hints. But that's where I'm at on the diet. I'm at about 15, going on 16 minutes here, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. But I'm getting ready to, I'm working on finishing up laundry and getting I've got my bag sitting over here. I'm going to empty it out and make sure I've got everything packed that I can. And then tomorrow morning, I have to be at the hospital at 10:45 with an approximate surgery time of 12:45 in the afternoon. That's where I'm at. That's about all I've got. I will take pictures and make other videos, and what I'll probably do through the hospital is just take short clips and then string them all together. That way I don't have a bunch of random little bitty videos running around out there. But I appreciate all of my subscribers. My numbers go up and down, like 14 to 16 or 17 and then back down again. So that's fine. I don't care how many subscribers I have. If I'm helping one person out there, that's good for me. I also have my Facebook page. I created a page off of my regular page, but then I went and deleted that, and I actually went and just created a new profile. So it's still under Tara Thrives, and you can check me out there. I don't have a whole lot posted there now, but I'll get there. We'll see how it goes. So comment below, subscribe, email me, tarathrives@yahoo.com if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will check in with you guys later, and maybe I'll post something quick tomorrow. But like I said, I think I'm just going to do a bunch of videos strung together from the hospital. So check me on Facebook, because that's where I'll be posting little pictures here and there. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you for all the support. You guys have been great, and I will see you soon. Bye.